few days ago, one of my students actually sent me the picture of an insole she created that was not perfectly fitting the outer sole. And I decided to actually create a full detailed tutorial on how to actually make sure that each time you create your inner sole, it's perfectly fit. It is not too small and it's not too wide. I also explain in this video how you can actually, manipulate the one that was small and transform it to be useful for another process entirely. And I need you to know, when it comes to shoemaking, all we do at Jibbyfem Forte is ignite your passion for creativity. Of course, by making shoemaking as easy as possible. I need you to know that we have a class we call combo class. You are going to be learning all that you need to know as a beginner in this class. The class is 5,000 naira and it's actually on a monthly basis. You are actually going to be subscribing. If you are subscribing for your first month, you have access to 2 months, subscription for that 5,000 naira. I'm going to see you there. Bye. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and then begin to wrap now. In my last tutorial, we have already taught ourselves how to cut properly without it being smaller or wider. So I'm going to be using this very soft leather. You can see what it looks like. It's actually very soft. If you're a beginner, I always suggest that you start with a very soft leather. So now, the first thing you also want to pay attention to is this. If you look at this side, you'll find out that that is the side where your outer sole is meant to be placed. So this side that your outer sole is meant to be placed, make sure that it is still open for your outer sole to be placed on it. Don't go and place this particular, what did they call it? Marco here. Don't go and place it here. You understand? And wrap the part that is supposed to be on top of the outer sole. So you want to check before you continue. How did I know? Because of the mark that I have on it. And of course, you can also try to create a star. Pick up the second one as well, check, and then create a star like this, so that you will be sure that those two parts at the back are the parts that are going to actually lay on top of the outer sole. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. This is the part that will lay. So if it's going to be like this, this is the way you're going to place it on your leather. So this is the way you're going to place it on your leather. So what I'm going to do now is, since I'm placing this way, ensure you have enough, what do they call it, by the side, enough leather to wrap, about 1.2 centimeter all around. I know somebody's already asking, but you did not have the insole cardboard. Now I want you to know that one of the things that your insole cardboard does is just reinforces and makes your insole very stable. If you are actually using an EVA foam that is, a bit thick, you can decide not to use your fiber, yes, which is the insole cardboard. However, you can decide to always use it as well. So it doesn't mean because it's thick you can't use it. You can if you want to. But for me, for this particular one, I am not going to be adding an insole cardboard. And also, I need you to know that sometimes when your customer does not want to pay as much as you are charging them, of course, the insole cardboard can be omitted from the process. You understand? So, but it does not affect it in any way. Although it's not, the insole doesn't look as steady and stable as when it has an insole cardboard. So this one too, you want to check so that at least you see the way it is here like this. Make sure you see left and right. That's what we have. Don't go and make mistake of wrapping it like this. If you wrap it like this, or you went and placed it like this and say, okay, it's different leg, this one is facing here and this one is facing here, you are definitely wrapping the same leg. You want to make sure you check. Don't forget that I decide to mark this part just for me to know that this is the part I should be seeing by the time I place on my leather. So I want to make sure that I'm still seeing that part, when I place on my leather. The reason I'm placing like this is because I don't want to waste my material. If you place it like this, can you see? Plenty space here. And don't forget that even this particular one, we are still going to be having an extension all around. Like I said, we are going to be having like 1.2 centimeter or 1.5. It depends on the thickness of your inner sole. So you want to place your ruler and use it to extend it all around. Let's say you want to use 1.5, for example. You are going to place it this way let me place this part so that we can easily see it. Just place it at, this is from here to here is 1.5, so you just want to mark this and mark it all around so that all of them will be having the same width. So you just want to join them together all around like this. So make sure you do the same thing all through. I can easily do this because I have always, you know, been wrapping, so I can definitely tell you that that size will be enough. So for the second part, it will also guide me on where to place it. I don't know if you can see what I am doing. So now I'm leaving enough space here. I'm leaving enough space here as well, so that at least I can be able to use it to fold as well. Don't forget there's also space on this hand too. So we have the two, you know, of them right here. The next thing is just to apply your contact cement adhesive. There is a technique to applying this, so I need you to follow me as we apply the adhesive on it. So I'm going to pour some. Make sure it's not too much. Apply gently, please. Please make sure you don't go and make mistake of applying it on the wrong side where you actually mark, which is supposed to be showing outside. You have to watch that as well. Now if you look at this now, you find out that I think I added excess, so I'm going to pack from this. The inner part is the part I'm going to apply gum on first. So this is okay this way. I'm just going to add a bit more. To the second leg. So this is going to be for this part. As you can see, it's already dry. You can feel it on top of it, so I will systematically place right there. You want to be careful. Can you see what this is looking like in front? You really need to be careful with this. So the next process is to apply your gum again. You're going to apply your gum on the edge this way as well as the side, because you are wrapping it over it. All right, so you are going to take your time to actually make sure that you apply all around it. And when you are through, you can actually trim that side off totally, you know, from the other side before you proceed to the second leg. Of course, the process is still the same. Just make sure that when you are placing, you are very careful so that the part that will be outside will not be rough. And I need you to know that, like I said in the beginning of the video, we have a class, we call it a combo class. It has all that you need to know as a beginner. If you would love to see the details of the class, you can just comment combo class and I will share the link with you. That's the first process you want to make sure you follow. Because I know some of us, we are always in a hurry when it comes to this. You want to be careful, really, really careful with this. For me, it's the first part that you must make sure you pay attention to. Make sure when you are pressing from this side downwards. Not that you just be putting your hand on the edge. No, let it come from here so that all of the side will be neat. All of the side will be neat. Can you see the way it's looking very neat? All of the side will be neat. Are you seeing that? Okay, there are some parts of it, all these ones too, you want to be very careful. Can you see that we have done all of that? So you want to just make sure you make, just that part. It will help that part to easily go in, slant inwards like that. You also want to come here and just do the same thing. So for now, let's go through the process of actually trying to fix this side. One of the most difficult part is this, and then this one. But I need you to just follow me as I actually do this. So what you want to do first of all is you want to pick it one after the other. Just a little at a time. I see some people, they are so much in a hurry. They will leave all these ones here. You will leave this side and come to this side and hold it like this. No, nobody asks you to hold like this. Don't hold. See, it's just these two fingers, this one and this one. Hold this tip, pull it in. You are pulling it. That part you have to be very careful. You are pulling. Pull again. Pull again. That's why you should use a very soft leather. Pull. Pull. You can see I'm just trying to pull just a little. Let me trim this. It's quite. So you want to keep on doing like that. You want to keep on picking it just a little at a time, a little at a time, a little at a time. Please, can you see the way it's splitting slowly? Don't be in. Most times I find out that you will be. Instead, some of us will use 3 hands to pick. Just these 2 hands, 2 fingers. Can you see it? And you can see the way I'm picking it little by little. Can you see it? And it's perfectly staying there. I am not always in a hurry when I'm creating. I am not always in a hurry. Never be in a hurry when you are creating. Can you see how smooth all of the edges look like? Now let's go to this part. Let's go to this part. We are still going to do the same thing. You can see that I'm pulling it to myself. Don't just pick and drop. Pull it as if you are pulling towards your side. Towards your side. And don't forget to pull. Don't forget to pull. All right? Pull. Don't forget to pull it. Just a little at a time. You see this place, the way it's looking. If you are not careful, it will rumple. You want to raise it up properly. Then begin to pull one after the other. One after the other. Can you see me pulling it a bit? And before you know it, it's going to actually lay down perfectly well. Can you see what I have? This is just beautiful. This is just beautiful. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see that you are not seeing any crease? Like when I hold it this way, you can't see the crease. They are all inwards. They are not starting from the edges. Can you see what it looks like? Can you see what it looks like? Can you see it? That's exactly what we want to achieve. So it's only patience that can achieve this. Each time you try to create, I want you to be patient. Be patient with yourself and be patient with the process. With that, when you place this, hi, can you see that just a little part of it is showing outside? Can you see it? And then it's laying perfectly well already. If the crease was much and it's showing by the edge, there's no way you want to actually bottom this and then it will be looking perfectly okay. Can you see? Just a little is just showing all around the edges of our outer sole. I'm sure you can see it. You can see it. So I need you to know that if you have not watched the last video, please go and watch it to see how I actually cut this to perfectly fit it. In short, even when you want to create designs that are not, fully like this by the edges, I also explained that in that particular video. So with this, I believe that you should be able to create a perfect inner sole for any kind of footwear. I mean the wrapping process, this particular wrapping process, it's a very perfect one. Even when you buy wedges, probably you want to create a wedge sole, you still need to do this. So I'm sure by now you should have subscribed. If you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you subscribe and like this video. Like I told us, I have a particular video. I have a video course, a pattern cutting course that has 40 different patterns, and I can certify that if you want to build your confidence, you want to build your pattern cutting skill, if you want to be able to receive any order when it comes to footwear, especially sandals, I want you to know that it's actually a course you should go for. It's actually a course I actually created in celebration of my 40th birthday, and I'm giving it at a giveaway price of 3,000 naira. I'm sure you don't want to say, but why? If you're actually outside Nigeria, it's about $5. So you can let me know in the comment section, and then I will share with you the link on how to actually access the video, of course after payment. You need to see details, you can just let me know. I would love to know more about the pattern cutting course. Just comment that. And if you're watching for the first time, I need you to also let me know I'm watching you for the first time. I have a gift for my first time subscribers. All right, thank you for joining me today. I've seen your shoemaking made easy to sew. Ojurole Mojibola. I'm going to see you in the next video as we begin to actually create the upper and lacing our rinse-toe women's slide design that you have right on the screen. I'm going to see you there. Bye.